All right, today we're going to look at the Diamond Advisor platform and all the features that you see on this powerful single-page interface. It's so feature-rich that we've broken it down into how to use segments in smaller incremental videos, but this is going to cover soup to nuts. So let's go down here from our sample bar page to look at from left to right. Here's the databases, 10/31/17. That's the period it's through. It's for 3, 5, and 10 years. You can change that just by selecting a prior month. We capture the last 12 months or prior years, and we're adding to this database, continually updating it. That way you can do back studies and gather more and more information. It takes about 6 seconds to change out an entire database. From there, you can look at the different portfolios. For instance, oil stocks. You can custom edit this and look at oil stocks if that's what you want to look at. We allow you to do this with the edit button, and you can make model portfolios, different lookups. We've also included, for instance, here all CAFs in our database, a convenient way to look at just closed-end funds. There's about 1,800 of them with the push of a button, 5 or 6 seconds, and there it is. These are all sortable by symbol, description, or 3-year, 5-year, and 10-year data, ascending to descending, depending on what you want. There it is. Reverse it, and it works for each feature. But that's not the only thing. When the database comes in, it's instantly retrievable to annual data. So 10 years worth of data on these. For instance, in closed-end funds, let's say you want to go back and find just the funds that have been around at least 10 years, because quite a few of them, as you go down, haven't. So now we've got these numbers. Standard deviation, push of a button. Sharpe ratio, again, push of a button. PE, there are no PEs on closed-end funds, so nothing. Yield, what's the current yield? And 12 months of dividends. That's push of a button. Instantly changed out. So if we go back to stocks, and for instance oil stocks, and look that up again, very quickly, we maintain that lookup. You can also import any given portfolio you've either exported from your firm and bring it into the tool directly to save typing. Anything you've worked on here and saved into a client folder can be brought back into our portfolio simulator interface. So the next buttons are Div 25 and Dow 30. Div 25 is just the stocks in the S&P 500 that have raised their dividend for 25 years in a row. We thought it was a convenient, useful lookup. Same with Dow 30. That's self-explanatory. You push the button, and 6 seconds later, all the data is swapped out, and you can go and look at them in any detail you want. Not just that, but you can look at the detail by hyperlinking, highlighting one of these stocks, and I need to know more about Boeing, and I'm going to go to Google Finance. There's Boeing, and I can do some more research here. If I wanted to see what earnings estimates were, I can go to Analyst Estimates. This is just MarketWatch. They have a nice page, and they have a good summary on different analysts that are following it, what the mean recommendations are, earnings. It's just a fast way to get quick, valuable information. You get to custom edit any of these link favorites. We've given you 3 defaults, but you can change these out to any. In this instance, if you go into, let's go back to CES again, view. And it's amazing how fast we swap data away. Nowhere on the net can you swap data out this fast and get access to it. And you have the ability to change any of these to anything that's convenient for you. So let's look at, say, Nuveen Cal Muni Fund. Well, there's a hyperlink here to ETF Connect. Very quickly, I can begin doing in-depth information from another site about this particular fund. So you can see how fast we've made the tool responsive to you for not only critical data, but getting out and looking things up. Over here, I can say I want to see that NCB and look at the current quote, and there it is. And I'll change the time scale to daily, hourly, weekly, 15-minute chart. That's just a free widget for convenience. Here's another one down here that tracks a block of stock. I can highlight it and change the graph above. I can click on that symbol link and it'll take me to their website, and it's a charting website that's pretty powerful tools, and you can use that. It just hyperlinks a new tab. Look at commodities, bonds, Forex, just convenient data that you can gather real quickly. So anything I'm working on, let's say I want to build a portfolio, or I'm looking at a portfolio, I was looking at oil stocks, you can add to the simulated tool by just highlighting and clicking add. And from down here, now it's in the simulator, and I can run a simulation on that portfolio. I add the amounts I want, or I can spread them evenly, anything I want to do. I can conveniently say, I need to look at these, let's say I want to delete all these rows, and I want to bring in a portfolio that I already had worked on earlier, either downloaded directly from my firm position page, or I had already created it. Well, you just go to the CEF file, it's there, and let's look at one, open it, and I've chosen it, I upload it. It comes directly into the tool. It gives you a quick look check to make sure everything's in our database. That's it. And it just brings it into the interface so you can begin running the simulator. The simulator allows you to get real-time million trial simulation done on a portfolio for 3, 5, or 10, or a bundled report. And you can see it brings it right in so you don't have to do any typing. And if you want to look at these pieces and say, listen, this portfolio, I need to study a little more data, I just hit the button here. It pushes that string back into our search box, and it repopulates the search, and now I've got the critical data for 3, 5, and 10. I can sort by 10-year, ascending or descending. I can change the annual returns and see what they've done. I can look at the standard deviation, the Sharpe ratio, yield if there's been a dividend. All the data is right there. And then if the decision is, and the end of that research is I wanted to replace a part, I would identify that part. And let's say I want to get rid of that, and my decision is to go with, well, up here we had a fund. Let's see. I don't pick any ones. Let's say I wanted to put Facebook in there. I double-click Facebook, and now I've got Facebook in there. I put the dollar amount that was in there, and then I rerun the simulation. Once I kick off the simulator, a million trial simulation comes back. Here's the different reports I can have, 3, 5, and 10, bundled 3, 5, and 10. An advanced 3, 5, and 10, which includes additional data on fund correlation and other portfolio dynamics. All done in real time. A bundled report up to a 50 position portfolio can be done in about 3.5 to 4 minutes, delivered directly to your desktop as a PDF file, and also emailed to you if you need a copy in email. That is a simulator. So it's a full loop of information, fast dynamic retrieval, fast information on the critical data, hyperlinks to do additional research that you can customize and edit, your portfolios that you can customize and edit and maintain fresh, importing your existing client portfolios, and then making your changes and rebalancing, and then exporting those files to save the changes, and right down here just save the current work or export it. That way you have a tracking record of all the decisions you've made. So it's a pretty powerful single-page platform. We think that you'll find it even more useful and discover ways to use it that we can't even imagine right now, and we're constantly trying to enhance it for you based upon your feedback. Hope this is useful, and visit our other video screens if you want in-depth discussion on any one of the features. Thank you.